Hello, everybody. It's probably not exactly the hour or game I would expect to be playing, but I've had a little trouble sleeping, and I've had a bit of a hankering for some more Outlast trials, so I am going to spend a little time on that, not too much, but I figured what I'll do a quick introduction in terms of where everything is sitting with the game. I'm going to try and do a specific mission, sort of the one that I've been trying to get an A+ on earlier today, and I expect this will probably be about an hour and change. I don't expect this to be a very long, scenario or broadcast. But given that I actually had a lot of fun broadcasting this for people the other night, so I wanted to give this a shot and see what what the mood is for this sort of thing is. There's a lot of fun details in the Outlast trials. Like, there's a whole bunch of stuff that happens here. That guy on the left winds up taking a bunch of notes. If you're standing over here, actually, it looks like he's specifically observing you and taking the notes. I'm assuming this is Wernicke, but it looks like he sort of comes out of he moves out of the observation area a couple times. A bunch of fun little details. I've gotten some more cosmetics and such. I still want to keep my sort of books and all of that. I did change one of the posters, and then I don't know. I feel like some kind of a change to the walls would be nice. At some point, I want to really customize the setup. There's some really nice ones that players come up with. Generally, when I take a look at other people's pods, I'm a bit envious. But as far as loadouts are concerned, I've gotten a few extra levels, so I'm up to 17 now. So I'm still using the maximum rig. I wasn't 100% on the amp, so apparently these are very powerful, and I figured I'd unlock as I go. The problem is I don't know what the other ones are. So the difficulty here is that I may be shortchanging myself. This might be something that I want to unlock later. But in this case, I figured slippers is good, and then cacophony. So bricks and bottles are noisier, making them better distractions for enemies. Under prescriptions, we've unlocked all of Tier 1, and then we have speed boost, endurance, athlete, and heavy training. So basically about mobility, extended periods, doing the things I like to do. And I don't know, just generally. Oh, this is a good looking pod. I don't know if this is a player's or this is just generated by the game, but this is handsome. I think this is the default layout. So, but yeah. So I have gotten my A+ on all of the, basically on all of the levels up to the exam. So Blood of Salvation, we've gone up to an A+ here. I think I might have got that the first try, actually. Grind the Bad Apples, we got our A+. And Kill the Snitch. And you'll notice here I've got a B+ on Kill the Snitch. This is actually because I got caught in a corner. I wasn't sure how to... It felt, even though I had some bricks in that, I was basically just getting pounded on by a bunch of different characters. So unfortunately that resulted in a death. And that was actually the only thing that went wrong on that. So I was a bit choked. This is very, very stingy in terms of the stuff that they give you, but it was not as bad as I thought, at least the last time that I did it. So my plan is I want to try and get my A+ on Program 1 first, and then I'll move to Grind the Bad Apples, and then finally Blood of Salvation? Orphanage? Whatever they call it. Cleanse the Orphans. This one's nuts, by the way. But yeah, I don't know. I'd say probably in terms of favorites, I like Kill the Snitch quite a bit. This one's probably number 2 on the list, and then Program 2 would be on my bottom. I've got on the bottom of my list. I don't want to say this is like a bad one. I do find it was a little mazy for me before, but I've kind of, I don't know, I've figured my way out through it. But in any case, This is quite a bit more casual. I don't know. I get the feeling that this is probably not the smartest thing to do on Twitch. I think they tend to like it when you do longer broadcasts with like lots of people watching. But it was actually, like I said, I got a lot of fun showing this off, and I know it's not going to be the same audience as before. But it was a real hoot to just sort of see some of the reactions to what was going on. So let's see if we can get our A+ on Kill the Snitch. And like I said, I expect it'll take about an hour or so. So we'll really only have one run of this.
You are the exterminator. Only we can tell you what is true. There is a snitch inside the prison,
I'm actually
preparing
going
to
to make some tea.
testify against our
Hey,
truth.
Ellen Ripley.
Kill the snitch, and we will let you out.
I figure, you know, if I'm not going to play... this has some character customization in it, just not the kind of character customization I think Outworld's audience is really in need of. Actually, I'm also going to take a quick bathroom break, because if I've got an hour or so coming up, BRB. So I should have worked out like the tea and all of that stuff before I went into the level, but oh, it's hot enough that my mouse thingies are falling off. Okay, so this is the exam. This is going to be a nightmare to handle. Okay, I'm pretty sure I just heard the sound of somebody coming into the level off of that. So this is as much setting up for this is more of a question of setting up for the end of the scenario as opposed to the start. I have some ideas about how I'm going to handle this, but I'm also going to take a bit of a risk doing this, but I thought there'd be a brick here. Anyways, I'm partly trying to waste some time while the kettle's boiling. So I tend to, at this point, I'm actually wasting the the X-ray vision more often than not, just so I can. All right, somebody's gonna murder me.
Daddy, what's the snack? I hope you're ready.
Ah, crap. Oh, he's still coming. I'm going to avoid making some noise for a little while here. But yeah, so I've also learned that bricks are some of the most powerful items that I can get. Oh man, this guy's gonna suck. Okay, I think I'm just gonna take the hit. So he's gonna freak out. I'm actually pretty happy he didn't cause me to stop. So I need to get into a safe place, avoiding the patrol. Okay, kettle's boiling, so I'm gonna close the door here. This is super risky to do. There's no guarantees once you're in the level, but this is early enough, so see you all in a minute. I'm sure you've had your fair share of CEOs that believe in like manifesting success or whatever the hell it counts as the secret. So I am willing you the tea, Ellen Ripley. I'm sure it'll show up at any moment now. Okay, I gotta get out of here. So again, a lot of this right now is about unlocking doors and basically getting past obstacles. I don't really want to rely on health, but I'm going to take some because the game is quite stingy with these. Oh, that's only small. All right. This is probably going to be a liability if I try to run out of here. But I did see an indicator of some kind of poster in this area. There we go. Alright, well, we kind of knew that was going to happen, so... So far as I can tell, that doesn't count as a penalty to your performance. Although, if you take a look at the Steam forums for this game,
Every inch of chains and shackles, concrete and bars. It's gonna be more
pretty much
fun than
there's a consensus view that they want this removed. It's probably wrong to call it a consensus, but there's a lot of people complaining about it. I think they're just a bunch of whiners.
they're fucking dogs.
Now, I don't have a good answer for whether it makes sense to chuck something through that window, and you know, make the noise and then just run away.
When you're nothing but broken, anything makes you better.
Or if it makes more sense to, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna jump through. Okay, I might get hit here.
You slip a little bit.
Beautiful. So I like to do that because that gives me a lot of movement options later. And when we got the big guy patrolling, being able to have like 2 or 3 ways to enter into that room is really, really helpful.
Let me. Over now.
Respect for authority is key to productive healing.
Every comedy's got a coming. Fare you all. Well, fuck.
Skip a little.
So this gives me good information about where the big guy is.
You got another thing coming.
Oh boy! There we go. And we got 2 posters. So yeah, like I said, the big problem with this is the levels are really, really stingy with resources.
We got fucking laws around here. We got fucking laws. Laws.
make them all hurt.
Okay. So I'm a little short on battery life. This is less important for me getting the things that I need. Like, this is a little bit less about getting the vision that I need and more about just recharging some battery right now. Oh, and I forgot about the... Forgot about the record button, so just give me a quick second here. Okay, sorry about that.
Come back. I'd like to come out now. Please. Please. Please, let me out. Please. Please. I can't anymore. I don't know it.
So one thing I've noticed, this is a little bit like the Outlast games, and this is so. I think this is a good thing, personally. I have a feeling that there will be people who, get a little whiny and disrespectful about this in various fora, but I remember the first time I played Outlast. Again, I tend to play it a bit like this, right? I don't. I never want to disrespect the game. I think they're very, very good. And I don't have a lockpick. I definitely feel that like they're very well crafted. They're ones that I like playing a lot. But I have my style, and it's definitely the opposite of sort of the, I don't know, the streamer doing the Home Alone face, in front of a, on the thumbnail or something like that. It's not my style. I think that's Leland in the background. I'm gonna try. Okay, yeah, I definitely attracted something nasty. This is gonna get really, really tough for a little bit. Yeah, craziest playthrough of Outlast Trials. This guy is going to be really tough to deal with. Leland's also going to be hard to deal with, but right now...
Katie, breathe. Take it.
We can get intimate.
If you
Ah! This is going to get hard.
Physical gifts give out value.
copper probe.
All right. That could have been worse, but not a whole lot more. So that's definitely going to count against me in the scoring. I have something that regenerates my health at a certain level, so... I'm trying to think how I could have handled that differently, because, okay... If I do this, it makes a bunch of noise, and I already had two people who were noise sensitive kind of coming after me there. But yeah, so just in terms of talking about my overall style, right? Like, I don't feel that I need to do a, I don't feel like I need to do a particularly, like, overwrought reaction to this game, to communicate how tense it is. Like, I think people tend to be able to appreciate the situation for what it is, like, in context.
For you.
And again, for me, a lot of the fun is
My house. My
I'm trying not to hide into stuff, but he is definitely tricky to get a read on right now.
Said maybe jumper cables will make you talkative, but how's a son? What in hell do you think you're doing over there?
What I'm really wanting right now is some battery charges, but he's kind of camping the...
Research every inch.
Oh, come on.
What happens to you in the dark is just going to be between us. A clean snake.
This is going to run out before he chooses a direction. No, okay, that's encouraging. But yeah, so I mean, like I said, it's not really my style to give an overwrought reaction to a game. I do like reacting to games, but what I tend to find, and where I think Outlast is really effective for me, is I will feel a tremendous amount of tension in certain moments, you know, and I'll have that like, oh, I hope he doesn't get me kind of moment. But I don't know, I tend to find, you know, a little bit like in the real world, like ideally you don't go to pieces when stuff doesn't go your way. Like you try to do your best with the circumstances. I'm trying to find this other button.
Too much.
Because the aids in the Leland, why are you like this? Okay. There's one.
Why would you do that?
There's two.
Mine! So much blood!
Like I said, they're stingy in the levels, so every time I break one of those to get out of a jam, that hurts. You're kidding me. I should be safe, but yeah, so, you know, you've got Chris Walker coming after you. You've got, you know, the twins talking about eating your liver or whatever. It's just one of these things where, you know, if you can't, you know, just like anybody, you know, you're going to feel a certain degree of tension or fear in moments. It's because it's a very well-crafted game, but it is still just a video game. And again, ideally... Okay. This is going to give me a better view of what's happening outside. Yeah, so, you know, in a situation like that, you don't want to, where you can, you know, you don't want to, like, that's kind of where you want to try and swallow any nerves and turn that into a, you know, just kind of work out your priorities in terms of how you're going to get out of the jam. And one thing I think sort of works for broadcasting is that I'm not going to suggest it's a large audience, but I think there are at least a few people. All right, so I kind of thought that would be a thing. This is one great reason to have a lockpick. Actually... what did I just draw? Okay. I don't need to get too clever about it. But yeah, like I don't mean to suggest there's a large audience for it, but you know, I do get the feeling that there's at least enough people who would like to enjoy these games, you know, without without someone going to pieces, like authentically or not. Okay. So this is my get out of jail free card if I really screw up. Whoa! I did not appreciate that there was more than one use on the map. Okay, so I'm gonna be a little...
This is the line. This.
But yeah, so something like this. Like, obviously, this is the sort of thing where you're like, oh god, what am I gonna do about this? This is a great game moment, right? Where you're like, oh, I hope the killer doesn't catch me. But I've never really felt the need to, you know, go to pieces. And I get the feeling that there's at least a few people who who want to at least get some of that experience. It's a little too much for them personally to get a good handle on, but they do like the ability to. Ooh, good. It's probably premature to use this, but. So he might be paying attention to me. Yeah. So we're just gonna watch.
States' rights. I'm gonna cook that pink out of you, sweetness.
We gotta have order. Thought I'd turn the lights out, you sweet, ripe young things. We can get intimate.
There's just too many of them. There's no way I can keep all of them.
Okay. So that's good. I don't know if I can go the full distance on this, but yeah, so, you know, I'm kind of conscious of there being at least a few people who would never play these on their own, but sort of want to know what the deal is. And, ooh, okay, this is like the last time I got caught by this guy. And Mr. Coyle's on his way. That's good. I was actually going to try and activate the...
With my leather glove.
Okay. So I think I bought myself a little bit of time. Anyways, yeah, so, after, oh, come on. After I got some feedback that people said, like, yeah, this is the only way that I can watch Outlast, I'm like, okay, well, this is fun, because, like, this is a very natural way for me to play the game. I do genuinely like getting, sort of surprised or shocked in the game as much as anyone. But like I said, I really like it when that is a natural reaction.
I have been blessed by the power.
I got away with murder doing that. Now I'm going to need to figure out a way to handle the guy who's kind of throwing a bit of a tantrum. Okay, this is going to suck. So the best I can do is just sort of build a... Okay, I thought that was the, I thought that was the doctor for a minute. Okay. So first thing I want to try and do is tinker with the lights. Once I start trying to turn on the generator, he's going to come barreling towards me, and I'm potentially going to take a lot of damage off of that. Okay. So there was some gas over there, but... yeah, we're going to take the long way around on that. Actually, there is one thing I can do. So I'm going to see if I can sort of lure him to the other side of the map doing that. But again, really, really short on resources here. Okay, so he's still beating the crap out of that side of the map. I'm happy that I'm out of there anyway because Leland is on patrol. So one thing I can try and do here is grab the brick.
There's too much.
Now again, my hope here is that the guy who's having a tantrum is still kind of in the area. Otherwise, the brick was wasted. Okay. No such luck. So here's what I'm gonna do.
Make you perfect. Look at that big.
So, I think this is still gonna be... God damn it. This is a bad place for me to be. I gotta find more stuff to make noise now. Got my poster though. But yeah, I'm kind of saying the same thing like 6 times over, talking about how unflappable I am during this game, which of course really sells you on the credibility of that claim. But yeah, I don't know. It's a nice way to unwind. It's a fun. Ooh, nice.
That ain't yours, Vanessa. You gonna fry? What the hell do you?
Okay, so I actually think it would be a good idea for me to get one of those replacement bricks, but I might have just screwed myself with the tantrum guy. So this is one reason why I think bricks are really good. They're reusable. You can actually use them to blow up mines too, but I don't think I need to do that here.
My prisoner, my
So we'll let him get some distance. And then we're going to try activating the generator. The thing is, there's no doors here, so you know we gotta like leg it as soon as the action starts. So I'm going to assume everybody's just going to come converging on that area. I'm going to give them some distance. No, apparently not. Okay. Plan B, we're just going to run the hell out of here. So, other than getting sort of a nostril full of insanity juice, and then, the attendant damage from the Skinner man, that was an okay... Like, that was... Jerk. That was like an okay run. Let's use that master key again. So it's mostly, if I get caught by one of the big guys, having the option to... Man, this thing works forever. Having the option to basically... having the option to... to recover from a big hit is a pretty big deal for me. So there should be a big guy hiding in the lobby. Or wherever this is. Okay, so he's going to pay attention, but I want to push as far as I can. Hello, big man! Ah! And that's why I took the... That's why I took the big medicine. God damn it, that's 2. Okay, I'm pretty sure my A+ is gone off of that. I'm used to this guy spending a little less effort to chase me. Anyways, I'm gonna get that health back from the cabinet, but
oh, this hurts. It hurts. Oh, so much.
that was tremendously sloppy. Try and make the most of the time.
I know what's gonna happen. I've been in your shoes. You don't have to do this.
That's like the first time I've been able to do that without any trouble. I do want to double back. One, get the health, actually. Okay. Ooh, that's great. Man, I gotta use the master key more often. This thing is ridiculous. Okay, so this is going to attract some attention, possibly. So this early step really is just about making sure that I've got the paths through the level. I kind of need to make sure that I've got a path through the level to, deal with any chases of that. So it's a nice secondary goal to sort of see what the different targets are. So like being able to collect that it's a space. So like the first thing is I personally want to see it. So like if I can see that it's the bunny or the fire or something like that, that's great. That's all that I really need. If I can lock that in, I think I'm just going to run. Yeah, so we found the spade.
Go hand in hand to the arena.
Okay, good. But yeah, so doing stuff like this, basically just, body checking doors when I can.
Tiptoe, here we go. The real rebellion is in perfect obedience.
I'm curious what made him run him back.
Wake up, you coward!
saves me all the trouble of doing that. I gotta get used to that erratic movement, though, if that's gonna be a regular thing. Okay.
I fell on my keys.
But yeah, like I said, being able to just sort of run through the level, find what the objectives are is nice. So like I said, first priority, if I, the player, can see what it is. So like here I know I need a crown. So if I find a crown, I'm going to grab it. Being able to lock that into the quest list just makes it a bit easier for me. But again, being able to get rid of all of those barriers in preparation for sort of the big finale, that's by far the most important thing for me, because especially as a single player, like this definitely becomes a bit of a game of ring around the rosy when you've got two people in the area chasing you. That's going to close the door in a minute. Okay. There might have been a more direct way in, but at this point, breaking the door down is not a... It's not a cardinal sin unless... just in case I get surprised. So at this point I'm just trying to figure out if this gets unlimited uses, because if it does, like, extending the inventory suddenly becomes a much bigger deal for me. Okay, so we want to keep an eye out for that person. So yeah, just this sort of stuff is worth its weight in gold. This might cause me some trouble. You know what? We've got legs, we can run. Yeah, just at this point, it's less about, you know, we still have the crown to find, but in this case, it's just a matter of giving me some options if I wind up... I've had some pretty deep chases with Leland and a giant before, so this is definitely one of these cases where I sort of want to do a bit of minesweeping. I want to make sure that I don't get caught by unexpected traps. It's like, here's a great use for a brick. So I don't think I get the brick back after that, unfortunately. Hopefully we can find another. No bricks here, huh? We've got our posters, right? Yeah. Yeah, like this isn't, let's say this isn't like a religious matter. This isn't, you know, it doesn't have to be I clear out every, you know, every last obstacle. I'm suspiciously short on noisemakers. Actually, while I'm at it, can't remember if I unlocked... Yes, I did. But yeah, basically as much as possible, because I know my best, like the easiest way for me to avoid using medicine and to have it so that I don't need it in my inventory at all is basically to give myself as many exits as possible and as much as possible to minimize the number of cases where I'm going to be running forward in a panic and sort of feel like, okay, I need to I actually need to make a hard choice about whether or not I want whether or not I want a brick. I feel like I'm a little overweight on stuff that defends me. Or sorry, not defends me. I'm a little overweight on buffs right now. So I would have preferred to start kicking down that last barrier in there, but until I get a read on the doctor. So closing the door's probably a start. Okay, now this is going to be a risk. Oh, yeah, we gotta... Okay. I wanted to kick down the,
Try to vehicle. Try to do right.
You can see the angry guy down there.
You communist go-wrecking shitbird! There is no law but the law. It's a signal, not a stick.
I'm gonna try and get that gate to... Hey! Okay. So hopefully that'll buy me some time when I do this. Alright. So they're helping me out in terms of getting rid of the obstacle, but I don't want them to catch me. But I've got my crown there, so that's a net win for us. Just give them a little while to go back on patrol. We'll claim the key. They're a bit close. Okay, so what I think I'm going to do on this patrol, when I finally get the last... When I get the last couple of...
Nothing respects authority is key to productive dealing.
When I get the last couple of items, I'm going to ditch the master key and then... Okay. I'll grab a brick. I'll actually grab 2 bricks. I just need to find... Okay.
Not goddamn.
I think I should just run. So I'm gonna have to go back and check for those, but honestly right now I just wanna get some distance between me and the... I think the star was earlier. Okay, I gotta get out of the eye line of the giant too. So yeah, I think the large medicine still makes sense to hang on to given what happened to me before. I'm really trying to avoid a death here, even though I think I've lost my A+ already. I mean, again, you still play to try and get it. There's no point in throwing up the white flag, but I think the crown might have even been close to the... Or not, the star. I think that might have been close to the subject. Okay, so there's one last area here that I need to check out. Well, obviously I need to check stuff out until I find all the keys, but... Okay, big man. I've definitely been here before. Oops, somebody's coming. Figure I can probably unlock a couple doors. Now this might provoke a giant. I can't remember if it's the proximity of the... Okay, I didn't hear the alarm sound go off, so I think that means it's the proximity of the... Okay, he's gonna come after me. Oh, he can open that up. Yeah, biggest thing I'm trying to do right now is get rid of this master key. That mine is a pain in the ass. This is the drawback of hanging on to the medicine. I don't have an easy way of getting rid of those. I don't think that should cause a problem for my, like when I push ahead with the cart. Okay, I think I'm just going to cross over into administration. So sometimes administration's got one of those secret... or is it administration, or is it... Anyways, sometimes there's one of those secret rooms, but I'm pretty sure there's only one in any given... Yeah, so like, usually the secret rooms... just over there. I don't really think I'm ever going to have a need to be here, but again, the master key, I'm learning just how good this thing is. So I think as a result, for future playthroughs, one thing I'm going to do, definitely the secret room is a must. Sounded like there was somebody patrolling. Secret room's a must. Grab the master key, and if nothing else, just go through the level.
These walls aren't here to keep you in. They're
To, like,
here to keep the world out.
Man, they really like repeating that line. This is weird. We had a giant and like a normal patrol coming after us the last time we did this. Was it the star that we needed? Okay, great. This guy's pretty close to be... Well, let's see if it triggers. I was fully expecting to see that guy on top of me. Alright, so I think we're at the point now where I can say we're not worried about the master key anymore. There's one last room I want to double check because I've taken advantage of it so many times. It would be a shame to blow it now. Okay, yeah, we're all good. So this is a pretty recognizable area for it. It sounds like we have a patrol to deal with. If not, okay, I'm gonna risk it. Busted. Okay, that's gonna be a waste of adrenaline, sadly. Maybe we can find another. Big thing is, I gotta make sure the big man is, like, he's gotta be behind me when the madness happens. I mean, in the end, if I don't have the adrenaline to push the, to push the cart, that's fine. Like, I'm not gonna like give up. But man, is it helpful. It's helpful enough that I'd actually be willing to wait on another X-ray to try and find some. Because I feel like there was a lot when I didn't need it. Okay, so I'm gonna find a noisemaker and then... Okay, so we've got the adrenaline when the time comes. I need to find a brick or a bottle. It can't be that hard to find one. It's harder to find now, but... that might have actually been useful during the chase, so I might have been a little careless there. There we go. It's a brick, so I might be able to get more than one use out of that thing. Oh, he's going the wrong way. Alright. Ah, you jerk. If I can close that door on him, it'll make life a little harder for me when the chase happens. Nope, okay, we're good. So the last thing I want to do is get that adrenaline. Try and use as much of it as I can to get the snitch in place. Alright, showtime.
Go to the street. Help me! Somebody help me! Oh, please.
So this isn't just the adrenaline, this is pharmaceuticals helping as well. Let's just try and get him into place. Oh Jesus! All right, that was me getting greedy. So here, I want to go to a place of safety so that I can take advantage of the so I can take advantage of the medicine. Obviously, I didn't think he was so close, but that's why we have medicine. Okay, I am going to take some time to reorient myself.
This is supposed to be Arnold. Maniacs don't got rights.
I want to reorient and try and find a noisemaker. I love the music for the finale. It's such a big moment when you finally turn the lights on. This is a dangerous place for me to be. Another practical effect of it is that it does make it a bit harder to get an idea in terms of when you're being chased. So like the game still gives you the usual indicators, but like music is such a big deal to let you know whether or not you're still sort of in immediate danger or not. And I don't know, I just love the mayhem that comes as a result of starting the finale. All right, that'll do. That was a really long journey to take for a noisemaker, but again, these are the difference between me taking damage or not. And given how much damage I take from an enemy, I prefer this to trying to get a large medicine again. Okay, that sucks that there's... I might even be willing to... I might be willing to wait out. You know what? We should be able to put some distance between us and the doctor. If I can get a couple good runs on the... Oh, damn it. He's right there. I'm sure he's going to turn... Yeah. Okay, already got that evidence. God, he's still... This is a dangerous game I'm playing. Hi, big man. Yeah, so this is the big challenge at this point.
I knew you. Come to me.
Oh Jesus, he's closer than I thought. Did I have... You know what? That'll still have to do. Oh, he's gonna catch me again. Where's the brick? Run for your life, my friend. Oh, hell no. Oh, there's too many doors open right now. All right. I just gotta simmer down over there. I don't even know if I have any large healing I can rely on in the immediate area. Okay. This is not the place I want to go. I think I'll just take what I can get at this point. So another small healing is just what the doctor ordered, but... Okay, he's mad.
Guess I better. I only want to help.
I'm hoping I can get that back, but... Hey, Wilbin. I like this a lot. Okay. I don't even know where the guy is right now, but... Okay, we got out of there. Didn't get our health, though, so... Oh, go to hell. Damn it! Okay, well, there's the health. Actually, I don't need the health, though. Oh, don't slide. Okay. I'm gonna make a run on this snitch now. That was a merry chase, but I gotta wrap this up. So how, if you've played Woban, how far have you gotten? This is my second attempt at the snitch exam solo. And it's character building.
I just can't.
Not played, but you've watched a lot of it. What do you think? So the big problem here is that normally I can rely on a bunch of like open or a bunch of closed doors for crowd control in the snitch chamber, and yeah, no, it's this last bit, especially on the harder levels. Basically, there are two people that that patrol. I'm actually going to try and take. I'm going to try and make better use of the distractions this time. This is premature. So yeah, unfortunately I'm not going to have any eyes on the bad guys. I mean, maybe I just risk it. Okay, no good there.
God dang.
I didn't mean to run. Hello, big man! So if I can double back... Whoa! Oh, crap. Damn it! That's on the wrong side of the door. That is definitely a health loss that I couldn't afford.
There's too much.
I think I just try and turn this into an advantage for the snitch. Okay, Coil's in the other area. Ah, hell. Okay, this at least lets me reset the arena. Okay, this gets me some time. God damn it, I'm so dead. Okay, I don't have any option. Now I have to go and find the health. Ugh, this is such a clown show now. And I'm starting to get tired, so... Okay, I definitely had some health that I left on the table, so... This is definitely a lot worse than the last time I tried it. Although I guess I haven't died this time, so there's that. Beautiful. All right. I'm going to try and exercise a little more control over the encounter. I needed that brick. Oh, I still have it. Cool. Okay, so Coil's at the front. At this point I need to account for both of them because otherwise there've just been too many times when I've gone to pieces not seeing Jesus. Okay, we're gonna wait the good doctor out.
This is the cure. Got your doctor and your lawyer and your priest, baby.
Okay, that's going to be helpful in the future. Okay, somebody just spotted me. Okay, Coil looks like he's moving very deliberately towards me. Looks like the giant's near the arena. Okay, so big guy's coming after me. Not good, I'm pinned.
Sorry. Just stop.
Stop resisting!
So the more I can waste his time doing that, the better off I am in terms of taking the objective. Okay, so problem here is I don't know where the giant is, but I think this is the time for some bolder actions. Damn it, Coil! Okay, I think I hear the big guy too. But again, I have a little control over the environment now, so... I might have lost my nerve there, but I couldn't see him, so... Okay, big guys here. I wasn't sure if he saw me or not, so... They do a great job with the sound effects of him just like breathing down your neck. Ooh, almost shocked myself there. Okay, big guys to the left. That's probably premature, but again, I don't want to get hit with a 2 health problem. Okay, Leland's in here. So we had a couple of good solid rounds there. A lot of this is going to come down to whether or not I can, whether or not both of them can go into a favorable spot a second time like that. Oh, that is a noise I don't want to hear right now. Okay, and we got a big guy coming in, so... Okay, so first priority is to... Okay. Big guy's definitely a problem where he is. And the doctor's pretty darn close, so... Okay, they're both on patrol now. Okay. This is gonna get very scary for a little bit. God damn it, Leland. Oh, I almost had it. Okay. We're close, but that's not an excuse to get careless. So one of the things here, right, is like when you feel like you're not going to get your A+. By the way, it is absurdly early in the morning. Like this is a bit longer than I was planning. That's fine. This is a ton of fun. So, okay, big guy's on his way. God damn it! Just get out of here, and then we'll figure out the plan after. Okay, so I've already got my bottles and bricks. I think I'm going to take the long way around. So the trick here is if I can quietly get to the exit, that's first best. Second best is to run, hit the button, and then just try and dance for a couple of minutes. There will, I think, be up to 3 people potentially chasing me on the street level. Yeah, and then I got this problem. Oop. Oh, he's definitely going to come after me here. But that's fine. That's just an opportunity for a different move. Again, I'm close to the end, so I'm in danger of sort of taking leave of my senses, but... and like I said, like especially when you feel like you're not going to get the A+ already, the temptation... Oh! The temptation's definitely to say, you know, I can take a little bit of damage and... damn it. Alright. I was not expecting that. That's actually a big problem for me, but I think I've got my safety during the exit. Okay. Oops. Okay, this is gonna suck for a bit. Damn it, I definitely got too bold there. I wanted to try and hit him with 3 bricks, so I don't know. A-, no. Patient shows an aptitude for bleeding and little else. Yeah, an escape is an escape. I was going for an A+, and like I said, it definitely felt like I lost that a while ago, but so 14 instances of losing damage. That was fun though. I mean, in terms of overall progress, I didn't die, so that's an improvement. There's a couple of cases where I took damage where it really was a case of like that's something I know that I can get better at in future. So, but yeah, I don't know. Was this sufficiently entertaining as a one-off? Like, if I were to sit down and want to do some more Outlast trials?
You're doing the work. You're letting the fear feed you. I knew you deserved my love. Maybe now you know it too.
Would this be something, like, if I were to wind up doing just, like, a quick one-off on Outlast trials, like, if I just kind of felt in the mood to do that, maybe at a better hour, let's say, but would that be something that is, like... Would that be of interest? Should I turn on OBS instead of just do that on my own, or was this just a sufficient diversion for the evening, but maybe something that I should keep to my own schedule? It was good to see you stream. Well, thank you, Oben. I know I got some new goodies, so I've got a bunch of different hairstyles. Got 2 hats now. So, I kind of like the idea of the bandages, but a bunch of different icons. So I'm trying to decide which one I like the most. Like, this is definitely an interesting looking one. It's very hard to say no to Chris Walker. Val is definitely an interesting one. The Skinner Man. There is something nice about being able to have someone who's like a protagonist as an icon. I don't think you get these until Legendary. I'm debating on switching to new night vision goggles. I don't know. I'm kind of a sucker for blue and purple pixels. Again, I would have gone for these, but I don't like the metal stuff hanging off of them. And then I still haven't found a pair of pants that I like. But if I recall correctly, I don't know if it was this level, but I did get some lore. So if I've got another complete lore set, we can read that before turning in for the evening. Project Lathe collapse. What went wrong with the first version of Dr. Easterman's trials? Personnel report Murkoff accounts 1958, June 29th. Murkoff Corp interorganizational letters only. Copy. Heading removed. Report to board on Project Lathe personnel. Per the board's request, please find below a tally of the last month's deaths and injuries incurred in Dr. Easterman's limbic aggression therapy, Project Lathe. Experimental population 109, security staff 32, research scientific staff 8, maintenance staff 17, visitors 5. Addendum: no amount of redesign and hardening will make the trial environments at the Signala facility acceptably safe. Strongly suggest immediate shutdown. Transference Easterman Journals, 1958, July 12th. Murkoff Corporation, personnel surveillance. Copy private journal entry of Dr. Hendrik Jolet Easterman. Scarfiotti is conspiring against me, trying to use the unfortunate events of Lathe as evidence of my incompetence. They'll sink the whole project. Transference is common in therapy. Gooseberry unconsciously seeing me as proxy to her father, Leland Coyle projecting a veritable parade of murder victims onto my humble frame, Whitehorn somehow mixing me in his head with some hillbilly congressman named Wallace. Now this is interesting. I don't know who Whitehorn is, so this might be an indication of a future trial coming in. Accidents happened, mistakes were made, people died, even outside the trials. I take full responsibility, though there's very little I could have done, and science is a matter of experimentation. We cannot control the prime assets, and therefore we cannot control the experimental population. If Project Lathe is allowed to collapse, all of them will be summarily liquidated. So, I think that is it for full collections. We're one short on completed reagents. We read about Mother Gooseberry, and we read Murkoff and the CIA. So normally I don't like reading these things until they're complete. So, but yeah, I think that is it for me tonight. As much as I'd love to. I'm absolutely of the opinion that I should like go and do another run of Kill the Snitch. I think, given that I avoided the death, and given that a number of instances of the damage that I took are ones that I know I can do better on, I definitely feel like this is one that I should feel confident in terms of achieving. Knowing how restricted the resources are, I think Grind the Bad Apples is going to be the most difficult for me. Cleanse the Orphans, I'm going to have problems with the night vision guys, but other than that, I feel like that is one that I'm going to be able to handle on my own. But yeah, I think I'm gonna call it there. I will be streaming later today for the usual. Just the usual streaming stuff. But yeah, let's see if there's anybody on. I, again, suspect that it's an uncommon hour and that people aren't going to be able to... there aren't anybody... Well... Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. There are people streaming. Obviously, there are people streaming Outlast Trials. I just don't really know. It's always hard for me to do the recommendation just because I don't know. Anyways, I think I'm just going to wrap it up there. I do need to get better at hosting, but I also need to go to bed. So thank you, everybody, for... Some of the later ones are pretty tough. Yeah, I was very, very surprised by the move up from the base level to like the 3 pip one. The exam didn't feel like such an intense increase in terms of difficulty. So that I felt okay about. Oh, by the way, Ellen Ripley, I don't know if you're still around, but I did see the trailer for The Fall. That looks really interesting, and it's one that I definitely want to watch it. But yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I am competitive enough at stuff. You know, this is true for work. This is true for games. Yeah, no, and I noticed. I'm not quite sure what the relationship of Fincher and Spike Jonze to it, but like those are obviously 2 really successful commercial, directors who cut their teeth on commercials and transitioned to being very successful feature directors. So certainly. Again, it's like ideally you're not just taking a name, especially because clearly they weren't like directors or writers or anything like on it, like on that. Like obviously you don't want to deny the people who did the work the effort that they put in. But like when I saw that trailer, I'm like, this is a movie that I want to see. Like I've got a small list. There's probably about like 10 movies on it of things that I want to watch. And that is absolutely one of them. But yeah, anyways, yeah, let me know if you'd like to see more stuff like this, because every once in a while I do feel in the mood to like play a game, and sometimes I just, don't. I just kind of do it on my own, and I'd be perfectly happy to stream this stuff more often. But thanks for watching. I'll see some of you Monday. We are going to be playing Book of Hours when it comes time for that. But take care. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.